Hey, 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 what's going on, good people? What is going on? I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. Hey, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Mindset Talks. And y'all already know what I'm about to say. You're in for a treat, guys. Listen, I guess I don't want to say two guests, but what I mean, really a guest. But I got a real special guest. I want to introduce to you the one and only Miss Annette Cooper.
Praise the Lord.
Miss Annette is in the building, y'all. Y'all probably heard me talk about Miss Annette. I don't know. And then we have Tanisha James, aka Tooker. Come on, Tooker.
Hey.
Oh man, this is good. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right up front, we don't even know where this is going. We don't know where it's going. We just know wherever it's going, we're gonna have fun getting there. That's all.
Honest conversation.
Honest conversation. That's what we're doing. So let me set the stage first. Let me set the stage. So we've been doing these mindset talks for some time now. I guess all the way back. I guess over a year now. Over a year because my husband. The sugar ain't sweet mindset. So I was doing them long before that. But since sugar ain't sweet, we came out with my husband on May 14th, I believe, of 2020. So it's been over a year now that we've been doing these as it relates to sugar ain't sweet. So now got a little twist, right? Got a little twist because we have people you may hear me talk about. For those who have attended my master class, I talk about people getting results on the overflow, right? On the overflow. And so this is not quite the overflow per se, but you'll understand. So let me explain a little bit about Miss Annette. So Miss Annette, I don't even know how long. Miss Annette, you know what month you've been? Like when did we meet?
January 1st of 2021.
Woo! She got it. January 1st, 2021. Okay. So January 1st of 20. Really? It was January 1st, Miss Annette?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it was it Marie Abercrombie?
It is. I go there every year for the Women Who Win conference, and every year I would tell her I'm struggling. And when I got to size 20, I called her up and I said I needed help. And then she said, I know of a woman that can help you. She starts a fruit and veggie challenge every month. And that's how I knew it was January 1st, 2021, because that's when I started the fruit and veggie.
Wow. So shout out to Marie Abercrombie. I know she did the fruit and veggie challenge I think she found me on Facebook. I guess. See what you're not gonna do.
She
see
did.
That? That's what you're not gonna do. Y'all see that? Good gracious. So she started with me. It had to be in 2020, the latter part of 2020, and she's a personal trainer in, I believe, South Carolina. Where is she located, Miss Annette?
She's in Texas.
She's in Texas. Okay, she's in Texas. So she loved the fruit and veggie challenge so much and got great results. I remember, and she said, "You know what? I'm going to start sending my clients there. I'm going to start sending clients there." And lo and behold, Miss Annette joined January of 2021. And she been stuck to me like rice ever since, boy. Like right on rice ever since. I love it. She did the fruit and veggie challenge. That's what she started, and really all things grow. Anything I'm about, listen, that is about. Okay,
Amen.
Community mindset maintenance. She follows my YouTube channel. She's the resident promoter of the community text community. I mean, just everything. I mean, if I go live, Miss Annette is there. Mindset movement. I mean, free workouts, just anything. Miss Annette is there, and so I'm so grateful to you. I consider it an honor. You know, really, I'm like, what did I do? I asked myself, what did I do? Like, what did I do that to garner this type of loyalty and love? But I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Miss Annette, and you're a real gem. You're a real gem. So how has it been? Tell us about your journey. Like, what was it like before you started? What were you feeling? Like, what was going on with Miss Annette before January 2021, and how has just being a part of, I guess, the cultural's world, like how has it changed your life?
Well, every morning I would wake up with a headache. I would go to bed with a headache. It was just awful. I mean, it was just so awful. I mean, I just needed help. And that's when I reached out and I said, I needed help. And, and what really caught me to you, because in the Bible, it says 3 John 2, it says, Beloved, he wished that we prosper and be in health. And when I saw you, I said, this is it, because not only were you a Christian, you were with health, and then you were funny. And I was like, you're the whole package. This is what I needed. And I was like, Tanisha James' husband, I did everything on the overflow. I just continued listening to you, doing what you say to do. I was there on the free Wednesdays at 6:15, working out, and I did Saturdays and Sunday. And as time went on, I keep listening to the things you say, about let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And if you give your body what it needs to thrive, it will. And I just kept keeping it coming inside me. And as time went by, I just saw the pounds, leaving me. And I said, I want to keep up with this because I'm doing the right thing.
It's working. Yeah. So how much weight, like how much weight have you lost since since January of 2021?
Well, I started out January 1st, 203, and I stepped on the scale this morning and I'm a 168. So I lost 35 pounds. So I guess that's 5 pounds a month. And that's just by doing the fruit and veggie. You could do it.
Yes, 5 pounds a month just by doing the fruit and veggie.
Yes.
And don't cut yourself short, because Miss Annette, she does a lot. She does fruit and veggie every month, made a lot of changes. So here's the deal. This is what I tell people, like the fruit and veggie challenge, it's a jump start. Like it just gives you a jump start to a healthier life. So sometimes people do the fruit and veggie for 7 days and then go back to what they were doing. No, I mean, you have to jump start to it. So these things, these changes that you make, you need to maintain those. And then clearly that's what Miss Annette has done to lose 35 pounds over the last, I guess, 7 months. Well, I guess over the last 7 months. Wow, that is 5 pounds a month, huh? 5 pounds, and that's healthy weight, because they say 1 to 2 pounds a week, right? Is normal. So that's healthy. I'm sorry. That's healthy weight loss. That's healthy weight loss. And so kudos to you, Miss Annette. Kudos to you. It's an amazing thing to see. I mean, we got people doing Sugar Ain't Sweet and doing these other programs, but as you can see, if I tell people, if you're diligent in doing things like the fruit and veggie and just taking advantage of all that I have to offer, my YouTube channel, my HIIT workouts, my free workouts, every Wednesday morning, my becoming a part of my community, Mindset Maintenance, which is, it's a paid community, doing the workouts there on Saturdays and Sundays with Mindset Movement. I mean, it's so much you can do and get results. And so Miss Annette is definitely an example of that. 35 pounds in the last 7 months. And so looking great. I see some of those before and after pics she posts on her Facebook page. That's a new Miss Annette right there.
That's a new Miss Annette.
New Miss Annette. What you
her shorts? With her shorts?
And I like the mindset maintenance wear, because it's a no judgment zone. Everyone, we're struggling with the same thing. And one thing, I've never been able to say this. I used to hear people say, if I could do it, you could do it. But I've never been good at anything, but then I'm good at this. So I just want to let everyone know that if I can do it, you could do it. Because one thing about Coach, she doesn't, tell me something and say, well, I don't want you to tell, anybody else. Everything I know, everybody knows too. And the thing about it is that even if someone joined and they don't know something specific, they could go in Mindset Maintenance and say, where can I get this from? Where can I do this? And we could say, well, always call Tanisha James or text her, and she's the lifeline to coach. So
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And I'm gonna help out.
yeah.
So, Miss Annette, I heard you say that there were some things you weren't good at, but something that I do know for a fact that you're excellent at is showing up. Not only do you show up consistently and regularly, but on time. So can you share with people like what is the mindset that it takes for you to make that happen? Because I know when I lead mindset movement, you are the first, but you're really there before I'm there.
Me
You just
too.
need to start the meeting.
Mhm.
And so you're there before I'm there. Wednesday workouts, you're there before we're there. So what is the mindset that you have to consistently do that? Because this is something that is not 1 week. I can count on you to be there on time. And I know, and then even when you're not gonna be there, guess what Miss Annette does? Even send you a little message.
Send a message, let you know she ain't gonna be there. That's right.
Can you speak to the mindset that it takes to make that happen? Because a lot of people aren't able to really do that. So you're excellent at it.
Well, you know something, there's two things I could say. I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandfather had this saying that he don't like waiting on anybody, and I don't want to wait on you. And I was in the military not quite as long as Coach Rowe have. I was in there for 8 years, and one thing, we had to always be on time. Even though we had to wait, we had to be on time.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think those were the two things, being raised by my grandparents and just being in the military. And I think that's where I got it from.
I know people that's you wherever. Everybody knows Miss Annette gonna be on time. Is that you at your church or wherever? Is that how they know you to be always on time?
Yes.
I know.
So it leads to what Rose says about how you do anything is how you do everything.
How you do it.
Yes.
And so that's something that I really admire about you, because I know it don't matter what time you're gonna be there on time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, on especially on Saturday mornings, like mindset movement, I could be talking to Pops and I said, "Oop, Miss Annette, all right, let me go. Miss Annette jump on the call. Let me go downstairs and get ready." She already jumped on because I see it pop up on my email when you log in. Even though I haven't started the call, it lets me know that somebody's already on the call. I just haven't opened it up yet, but I see you when you jump on. So if the class is at 8, you may jump on. It's usually about 7:52.
Right.
Well, you know something, I like to respect people and respect people's time, because, we need to let people know that they are valued and what they represent. We're there for them, and that's why I love you, Coach, and that's why I love you, Tanisha, and I especially love Tanisha, and I have a nickname for Tanisha, Happy and Healthy.
Happy. But look, now you healthy and happy.
Okay,
let's be healthy and happy together.
Wearing that what was the dress you hadn't had on, and what'd she say, 13 years
13
or something?
years.
What made you keep the dress?
Well, I think that everyone has an outfit that they like, and there were times when, even when I was getting bigger, the only thing I could just put my head through the dress. I wasn't able to put my body or nothing. And every year for 13 years, I would, go in the closet and get it and try it on. I'm like, still nothing. I mean, I went to size 12, 14, 16, 18, and yes, 20. And then at that point, I'm like, I just can't go anymore. I gotta make a change. And it wasn't as though I wasn't looking for a change, but I just didn't get the right fit. But then when I met Coach, I'm like, this is the right fit here. So, you can have trainers, but then you just got to have the right fit. And this is it.
The right fit. So what was it? Okay, you said spiritual woman, trainer, and I was funny. What if you had to, because there's some people who are watching who see me on YouTube or see my Facebook lives or whatever, and they're intimidated by me. Whatever. Maybe it's these guns. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. But they make their own assessment of me without even knowing who I am or what I'm about. What would you say to the person who's scared to get in the game? You know what I mean? Like just to get in bed, figuratively speaking, with with Coach Rochelle T. Price. What would you say to that person?
I would just say, just, listen to her, because, and there's this saying that you always say, I got you. And that gives you so much peace when someone say they got you, and just listening to you, it's so soothing to me. And then you have this thing when you say, hey, I just do not care, hey, I can, I will, and I must, and it's just, when someone said they have you, they got you.
Yeah. Wow. It's go ahead,
I was
Tanisha.
gonna say, I love the trust that Miss Annette has in you, because another thing I noticed is that even when it's something that she's not doing well, she's open to like the coaching on how to be better. Like on the Wednesday, about her form, she's going to make sure that she tries to implement whatever it is that you tell her to do. She is going to implement that. And I think that is a huge part of her success as well. So
absolutely.
Coach Rowe is awesome, but there are some things too about you, Miss Annette, that help you on this journey. They help you with the results.
That's right.
That you got.
Absolutely, because everybody's not receptive to that. And even I'll just say that everybody's not receptive. Everybody doesn't execute. It's like I'm the type. Well, that's kind of like me. Like I'm not the most creative person. Like don't give me something. It's like create something. That's not who I am. But you give me something. You tell me to work it. Now I'm gonna work it. Okay, and I'm gonna be the best at it. Is how I see it. And so I execute, right? And so Miss Annette executes is what I see.
Yep.
You give her something, it's done.
She's gonna do it.
When I get this TV show and I'm gonna need, somebody to be there, Miss Annette be like, I got you. Then she
already said it
her. She gonna be saying, I got you. Just tell me what you need me to do, Coach. I got it. And I believe, it could be the most precious thing, the most important thing, and I feel with every fiber of my being that she would do everything in her power to make sure it gets done, whatever it is.
Yes.
And that right there is the gift, because you can't trust everybody like that.
Yes.
You can't trust everybody like that. And like I said, I guess I speak about you so much that even Pops knows, and he's never even met you. And he said, send that to Miss Annette. She would really appreciate it, whatever. Or, so because I think my kids know your name, you know what I mean? Because I talk about Miss Annette, all the time. Yes, there's people who have never met you but they know your name because I talk about you. Because how can I not? You're always there. You probably have been with me on more Zooms as far as like the pre-workout or the Saturday than anybody.
Because she will be there even when I'm not there.
Exactly. You've been there more than, sometimes it's just been me and Miss Annette, right? Miss Annette.
Yes.
On Wednesdays. And we still work out, and we still have just as great of a workout as if it was, 10 people there. It doesn't matter. But I appreciate your consistency, your loyalty, your openness, your willingness to be coached. You know what I mean? Your willingness to make changes, because, I say you can't have changes without changing, right? So clearly she's lost 35 pounds. So she had to have made some changes to do that.
Yeah.
And then to be able to get in that outfit as 13 years old, you know what I mean? So, but I've seen the transformation since you started. I go back, I've been on your Facebook page. I've seen some old pics, I've seen it. And I've seen the transformation. So what does your daughter say?
Well, something, and I hate to be arrogant about this. She normally say, "Ooh, Mom, you look good," and I'll tell her, "Tell me something I don't know, like it's gonna rain tomorrow." I can say things.
Hey, you got to celebrate yourself
like that, So just being cute with my daughter.
Yeah, but she does see. They see the difference.
Yes.
So let me ask you this, Miss Annette. I know, like for me, when I lost the weight, I came to lose weight, but I gained a bunch of other things in addition to the weight. Do you have any other changes that you could share that are aside from the weight? You know, the weight is great, but do you have any other changes that you could share?
Well, yes, first of all, I gained a family, even though I have never touched anyone or what have you. I just gained a family, and just something, it's amazing that I hate to say this, that, you know, you could go your whole lifetime and you keep searching for something and searching for something. And it's almost like an outfit being just the right fit, you know, just everything about this, you know, seemed like the right fit. And I just, I'm a blonde now, but I think, you know, I'm gonna be gray hair, and they're gonna still be saying, yeah, this is Miss Annette. She's been with us for 20 years.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm a fixture. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere.
She said she
I
ain't
ain't
leaving. You
going
can't
nowhere.
get rid of me.
Well, you know what? We don't expect you to go anywhere, and we look forward because we're gonna see each other in Mexico.
May 2nd through the 8th.
Come on now, she already know. For those that don't know, that's the what do they call it? What is it? The
Phenomenal Life
Phenomenal Life with
2022.
2022 with Eric Thomas. You know, is it, they don't call it, is that through ETA or what is that through?
I believe so. I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, I know
we'll be there in Mexico.
Yeah, that's right, in Mexico. So guys, look that up. Phenomenal. Google that for y'all. That's
PhenomenalLife2022.com is the site.
That's right. PhenomenalLife2022.com. It's in Mexico. Be there. What is it? May 2nd through the 8th, Miss Annette?
May 2nd through the 8th.
So that's when we can't wait that long to see Miss Annette. We gotta see you before the end.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Where you say you in South Carolina?
Columbia, South Carolina.
We got to do something. You can't wait that. You should come to the
to Atlanta.
To Atlanta. That's where we're having the 120 conference in Atlanta, September 25th, 26th, is it?
I'm there.
September 25th, 26th, yeah. 120 conference. 120. What's that website? Is it 120conference.com? I don't know. But Google one.
Send me everything and I'm there.
Yeah. Send it to Miss Annette when you get a chance so she can, because we can't wait till next May to see Miss Annette. Isn't that something that we haven't seen? Isn't that something you see what COVID did? COVID created a lot of families.
Yeah.
I mean, virtually, you know, and so I mean, I've got a lot of people, just know a lot of people develop some strong bonds, some sisterhoods, some siblings, because you can't say, you know, because there's some of them with men too, and it's just been great. It's been great, but I'm excited because Miss Annette is the perfect example of what I talk about when I say, you know what, if the person is diligent enough to do what I tell you to do, like do the fruit and veggie, you know, cleanse your palate, you know what I mean? Like let go of the junk food, drink your water, move your body, you know, watch the YouTube channel. I mean, that talks about the artificial sugars, artificial, you know, colors, high fructose corn syrup. I mean, all this stuff that's out there. If you just followed it, you know, and implemented it, you can get these results. It ain't hard. I mean,
and I think it eliminates all excuses too, because a lot of times when people want to do sugar and sweet, it's a big, you know, a big commitment. But with this, Miss Annette has essentially eliminated every excuse that you can have. You know, she's done it without the direct coaching, you know, and she's been able to just catch it on the overflow, implement it, and make it a lifestyle. It's not something that she just did as a fad. She's almost, you know, 8 months into this thing, 7-8 months into this thing.
Yep.
So it eliminates all excuses.
Yeah. So she started with that fruit and veggie challenge in January of 2021, beginning of the year. And then from that became a part of the community, you know, mindset maintenance. So she subscribes to it, and she says she ain't going nowhere. Okay. And so because she subscribed, she has access to our weekend workouts, you know, mindset movement on Saturday and Sunday mornings. And so, and then it's a free workout every Wednesday. I mean, the whole world has access to that, you know, and she takes advantage of that too. And then she told me today, she said, well, you know, I didn't get a chance to work out, you know, whatever, but thank God for your YouTube channel. Went to my YouTube channel, did some hits. So she said, I have no excuse. And that's what I'm like, the person, people say, I don't know what to do. I can't work out. I don't have a gym membership. You have no excuse. You have my YouTube channel. Right?
I think it just goes to show you when you are ready for something different, you will find a way to make it happen. When you're really ready for change, you'll create it. Whatever you have to do, whatever change you have to make.
Yes.
And Miss Annette, you are the exemplar
for that. Absolutely.
Well, thanks to you too, Tanisha, because like I said, you know, I was able to follow you because of the good job you did, you know, so hopefully there'll be people that's following me too. And like I said, you know, it's really good, you know, because nobody is jealous of anyone. You know, when you started losing weight, I mean, you gave me so much, you know, I followed you, you know, I mean, I guess you followed Coach first, you know, then, you know, I followed you. So hopefully someone could follow me.
Absolutely.
And I could say in the bottom of my heart, you know, this is it. If you want to get off medicine, you know, if you just want to just every day get up. Now I could get up a lot of times, you know, I would be in my bed and I would slide out of my bed, then get on my knee and then get up, you know, but now I could just get out of bed. Yeah.
Wow.
So you said medication. What medications were you on, Miss Annette?
Well, I was on meclizine, you know, and I thought it was because, you know, it was because I wasn't eating right. You know, a lot of times the things I eat made me dizzy. And then, you know, the doctors thought, you know, it was, I had vertigo, but I didn't have vertigo. It was the food I was eating, like the Mountain Dew, you know. Oh,
those honey buns.
The honey bun, the cookies and cream ice cream, you know. There's a list. I would be embarrassed to say, but hey, that's why I was using the meclizine. I did not have vertigo.
But I think that's why, like Pop say, you got to put your business in the street, because it's somebody that think they got vertigo that can totally relate when you say cookies and cream ice cream, because they're doing it. They're doing
honey buns and stuff. Like don't be ashamed that's why I talk about how I used to eat, Miss Annette. I'm like, listen, one of the biggest listen that I thought was a compliment back then is a straight, just like, oh, it's a stab. I didn't know this, but when my father, may he rest in peace, he came to visit me, him and my mother, and they went home, and the story was, my father told everybody, they got so much food, they got food falling out the cabinets. And I'm thinking, that means you're doing good. I'm like, no, Rochelle, you're not doing good.
They ain't got nothing in the refrigerator. No fruits and vegetables.
All this processed food, all these canned goods. That's what he said. And that was probably in like 2004, 2000. Yeah, probably about 2004. I think when it came for Mikhail had just been born. She was probably about 5 months old. So it was like April or so of 2004, something like that. And they came to visit. Yeah, that's what it was. April 2000. Yeah, because it was our 10-year anniversary. That's exactly what it was. 2004, and Pops surprised me and brought him here for our 10-year anniversary or whatever. And that's what they took back, though. And I'm like, man, when I think about how we used to eat, it's bad. I mean, it's like, it's no question. I promise you. Okay, that was, how long ago was that? 2004. What is that?
17 years.
17 years ago. What if we were still eating that way? What if we were still eating that way with all the canned goods and the, no vegetables, soda every day? I promise you, I may be a widow. It's one of us. Both of us could be gone. Okay. We made changes, right? And my husband still did the DKA, boy. You see, with changes, right? So, because he was still kind of told, he had somebody still kind of told them, but what if we didn't make any changes?
Right.
This wouldn't even be here. I'd be a widow. One of us would be gone. And if he's gone, I'm still on medication, or I could be gone. You see, I'm just when I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, like this thing is real. So when people were on this, like Miss Annette thought she had vertigo, and she ain't had no vertigo. It's the food.
It's the food.
The food got her head spinning.
I know. I don't know if you remember this one Wednesday. I came up and I said, I have a headache. And then you said, what's wrong? I said, I don't know what's wrong. And one thing about Coach A, a lot of times she knows the answer. I went to bed that night. You know, that's when I first started out.
I remember. Come on, tell the story. Yeah, I remember. Come on.
And I said, I have a headache. You know, I just, and she said, and Coach said, what's wrong? You know, and I said, I don't know. And Coach said, yeah, you know what's wrong. And then I finally fessed up and I said, I had a can of Mountain Dew around about 10 o'clock and I went to bed. You remember that, Coach?
I remember. I remember. Just though I had no headache. Now she had been doing well. And all of a sudden she got a headache. I'm like, what's wrong, Miss Annette? I don't know. I was like,
she tried to pretend like she didn't know why she had
I
it.
know.
I remember that.
You remember?
I remember that. But you know what? That's a praise report, though, that your body rejected it.
Yes.
See? Because what if it didn't? What if you had no reaction or whatever? Then you'd be thinking, oh, I can drink one of these every so often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do this. Your body was like, no, we don't want it.
Exactly.
You know, that's a praise report when people, you know, get sick. I remember my daughter, Mikhail, this when she was probably about 8 years old. We went on a field trip with the school to Six Flags, you know, the amusement park. And all the kids were getting funnel cakes with all the, you know, the syrup and, you know, all the stuff and the whipped cream and all that stuff. And she begged me for one. I was like, we don't eat that trash, you know, all them artificial colors. I mean, we right in the thick of this transformation, you know what I mean? I'm like, and I think Gabby was probably like 2, you know, or something like that. And I was like, okay, we don't, this is trash. Mommy, please, you know, all the little friends. I said, okay, she got it. I mean, she got the works, got all the artificial colors, the syrup, the whipped cream, all that stuff. Ate it, whatever. She was sick as a dog, throwing up, all that. And I felt bad, but I didn't. I felt
you didn't
bad.
have to say anything else.
I said, you know what? That's a praise report. Thank God that your body was like, what is this trash you're giving me? We haven't been eating like this.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm telling you, she was throwing up. It was bad. And she was like, she don't want it. She don't want to see a funnel cake now. And I said, well, thank you, Jesus. You know, I mean, I remember that. And so it's a praise report when you've been eating, you know, a certain way for a period of time, your body would be like, wait a minute. Like, what is this? You know, when I do that now, they're like, wait, hold on. We got something coming. We don't recognize what this is. What is it? We're gonna need some backup. You know, and they're like, oh no, to bring out, I need the demolition crew. You know, I mean, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And a lot of times I would eat things and get sick. I'm like, well, maybe this is just a fluke, you know. Then I tried again. I'm like, no, I really can't. My body won't accept it anymore. Not anymore. And it's so funny. I was listening to the podcast with Sean Stevenson. I haven't finished, but I'm like, man, he's talking my language, you know, he's talking about you are what you eat. And I was just like, if people really knew that like they create, like you can create the body you want with the food that you eat. Yeah. You know, like you are. So when I talk about, you know, raw materials, you know, and like, you know, when he was saying like a cardiovascular surgeon, whatever, and they learn nothing about food, but they dealing with the heart. He was like, but do you know the heart is made up of the food that you eat? Cells, right? You know, so when I talk about cells, make up tissue, you know, like that's it. Make up organs. Heart is an organ. Yeah. Right. So this food that you're giving it, these nutrients will make up the cells to make up the tissues, which will make up the organ, the heart. Yeah. And so people, I'm like, if you really understood that, like you like, when he talked about your immune cells are made up of the food. So if you eat Cheetos, you got Cheetos immune cells.
Yep. And that's what I say, when you always say the converse is true. So for me, it's like, it's not just a cookie. It's not just a cookie. This is the start of my cells.
Right.
So it's not just a cookie. But before, it was like, it's not that bad. It's just an Oreo. It's just a couple cookies. But it's not. Because the converse is true.
That's right. So think about people that's always getting sick, always getting like, well, what if you giving your body can't on nothing?
Exactly.
There's no water. I don't like water. Okay, but your body's 70% water. Nobody cares about what you like.
Right.
Drink your water. Miss Annette, right? We've been getting on Miss Annette water. Yeah, she's been drinking more water. And people, it's just, headaches, inflammation, constipation. All these things. I'm like, you're not giving your body no water. It's like running your car and not putting any oil in it. Okay, and you expect it to run? Like, really?
And one of the reasons I was feeling bad, again, this is another confession. I remember I would probably drink one bottle, probably, I'm gonna say every 2 weeks. But now I drink 4 bottles a day, or probably more.
Wow.
And it's just, and one of the reasons is by being in the community. I see Stacy drinking her bottle, and then she would ask me, "Hey, you drinking? You have accountability with this. You're just not left by yourself.
Right.
There are people that love you, and they care about you because we're in this together.
We're in this thing together.
Yeah.
And I think the community makes all the difference in the world, because something about Ro is she doesn't plan out or map out. She's so passionate about this. You just never know where the conversation is going to go. And so the being in the community allows you to catch those nuggets. You never know when she's going to drop them. So when she started dropping, when I was in the program, I'm like, if she go live, I was like, Miss Annette, she go live. If the nugget's coming, I got to be here to catch it. So it's like just being in the environment, you pick up these nuggets that you can use to start making small changes that eventually lead to more.
Yeah. It's an amazing thing. I was listening to, again, the podcast, and Sean Stevenson was saying that if you hang your hat on any one, like you can't hang your hat on any one thing. And so people, they try to back you in the corner. Like, like they want to tell me this, then I'm gonna do this. I'm like, well, it ain't, you can start with this, but it's like, it's not that concrete.
Right.
The only thing that I will say, that's why I just say this one thing: when you give your body what it needs to thrive, it will. That's you can get more concrete than that. Yeah. But even that is that can cover a lot of things. Because he talked about eating well, right? But people not getting results because their microbiome is off, right? So that's about your gut health, right? About your gut health, and so people don't. That's why we start with the cleanse. You can heal your gut in 5 days. It starts here. Like 70 to 80% of your immunity, resides in your gut. And that's why I say, if this ain't right, you ain't right.
Yeah.
You ain't right. And so sometimes it may take a person longer than that, And so it's like, it is simple, but it takes everybody's different. That's why Pop said everybody is different and everybody is different. Right. And so it's not just one shoe fits all, and so anyway, it's just that's the benefit of having a coach,
Yes.
somebody to analyze your particular situation, and giving you, recommendations based on you and your body. But it's but even beyond that, there's some I guess some general things that everybody can do and get results.
That's right.
There's some general things that everybody can do and get results. To start to break plateaus, and because you're going to hit a plateau, and then, like Tanisha said, I got to this point. I love it when she says, what I love about having a coach is that once you get here, you don't know what to do. She said, okay, it shows you how to navigate to break past that plateau, and then you get there and like, you know, now what, and break past that. So like you get some results, you know, breaking through, you know, given that that personalized coaching. And
because that would have been my stopping point.
Yeah.
I would have been like, well, this is the size I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. And that was probably so from 240. Where would you think you would have stopped at if you were by yourself? If you had some information and then boom, stop. Where you think that would have been?
Okay, honestly, without coaching, I don't think I would have made it out of the 200s because I hadn't done that in 15 years. But once I made it out of the 200s, I think I would have been excited to be at 190 because that would have been 50 pounds lost.
Right.
And then, you know, so I think that I would have said, okay, this is a good place right here. And then it was through the coaching that I realized, oh, you can do more. And each step was like, oh, I can do more. Like more is possible. So I don't think I even had that belief system to push for 80.
Yeah.
You
know?
And I like seeing the memory picture because I see you now and I can look at a year ago and I'm like, I thank God they have that thing that says memory where people could see that, oh, that's not her now, because the memories a year ago, I'm like, this is not Tanisha. This is not her.
Who is that? But you tell me, Annette, because I saw one of your pictures and I said, that's when I first realized that you had a testimony. Because I looked at a picture, you had a different hairdo. And I said, oh, okay, because, you know, I just remembered this version of you.
Yeah, the blonde.
When I saw the other picture, I was like, oh, Miss Annette had a testimony. Got a whole testimony.
Absolutely. I know. I saw some pictures too. Her hair was longer, had a little bit heavier. Yeah. That's why I say I see. I've been on your page. I just see it.
But I think too, when you're in it, I don't think you realize how, maybe some people do, but I don't think that everybody realize how they really look, if that makes sense. Because we don't really see ourselves, you know, other people do. And so I think we have a different image of ourselves than what we actually look like.
True.
So
not people walking around talking about, why y'all let me look like that?
I don't have any friends. Listen, man, I don't have any friends. I'm trying to figure out what part of the friendship allowed you to just let this happen and you didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing. They said that I would have quit them.
I believe they're right. They got a choice word or two, Tanisha. If somebody had told you something, you're looking good. Okay.
Nobody told me. Well, some people did. Some people did. Yeah, that's a touchy subject. That's a touchy subject. Yeah.
That's why you just love the person. You know, you pray. You know, I've prayed for many people, some close friends. I mean, even my husband. I just prayed. That's not anything. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't tell people, you might want to lose some weight, you know, or, you know, or I'm concerned or whatever. You just pray.
Yeah.
You just pray and try to be the example, you know? So I remember someone told me years ago, they said, what is it? Are you concerned with I choose the relationship over the,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, so somebody could say, one person could say, but if you don't help them with their health, there will be no relationship, you know? So it really is a delicate balance. Like knowing which way, you know what I mean? You don't want to condemn people. You don't want to judge, you know, because here's the thing. And I battle with this sometimes too. Like, because everybody is different, people's metabolism is different, whatever. I could be eating the same thing they're eating. Okay. Now I'm saying they're probably not doing what I'm doing as far as exercise, things like that, or just my whole way of life. Like I could be eating it today, but I don't eat it all the time. They could be eating it all the time. You see what I'm saying? So that's why even the church, I'm like, well, I can eat the donuts at church because I don't want to be a stumbling block. They say, oh, Rochelle eating it. I could eat it too. I ran 5 miles this morning though. Did you do that? You see? Oh, remember we had that.
Rochelle ain't had a donut in months.
Right. I probably
eat every Sunday.
Right. Like you eat them every Sunday, you know, and I don't typically eat donuts. And so it's just a delicate thing when you talk about people's weight, you know, and wanting to be there and encourage them. And That's the not Tanisha sees. Now she's on this side. Now she sees it's not easy. Especially when you see people you love and you want them to do better, and it could be family, it could be close friends, and you see them struggling, or you see people in the grocery store and you're looking in their bags. I'm like, you don't need no sodas, you don't need that white bread. I mean, you see all this stuff.
That's what I was about to say. You know, I try not to be judgmental, but I find myself looking at people's cart now.
But you know, once you know better, you can't act like you don't know this information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll never look at red Gatorade the same. Ever. No, I'm not even phased by it. But I promise you this though, they look at my basket too, Miss Annette. Let me bump into somebody in the store. They want to know, like, is it live or is it memorized? Let me see what you got in your basket, okay? I promise you, I'm looking at them, I'm looking at them, they looking at my basket. I'm like, why you looking? I'm looking at you, you looking at my basket, right? Because they want to see if they catch me slipping, you know? But this is the deal. I tell them, that ain't slipping. I'm like, this is my life. See, that's the thing. That's why I think a lot of people don't want to change, because they think to change means they have to be perfect. And I've never, ever, 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 never, ever told you I was perfect. That's why I like the idea that you talk about the health bank account.
Exactly.
When Ro told me I only had $2, they got me straightened all the way up, because it was like, and then look at that. She told me I had $2, and then she called me like the next week eating ice cream. So that really sealed the deal that she got $1 million. You got $2.
Black and the red.
I was eating ice cream.
You need to make some more deposits. You need more money. You need more.
I'm in the black and in the red. See,
I was in the red.
I was in the red.
But just got in the black.
And Coach is not saying that you can't eat, honey bun, but you got to be in the black.
You got to be in the black.
You got to be in the black.
You got to get in the black. That's the thing. I remember that I FaceTimed and me and Gabby were out eating ice cream. And she was like, what you eating? I was like, ice cream.
And I was like, ooh.
I said, I got $1 million in the bank. You got $2.
I got $2. And I got it. Lock and key. I was like, okay, make more deposits.
That's it. And look at her now, Miss Annette. Yep. Look at her now. Just kept making those deposits. Kept making those deposits. Kept making. Like I said, you get up every day and you push play. That's my thing. Okay, but base hit every day. Advance the runner, or like whatever. I just try to come up with all these different analogies. It's every day. I tell people, even with the sugar ain't sweet. I said it's not difficult. It's the easiest thing you could ever do. Right? Mm-hmm. Difficulty is in here. Yep. It's the monotony of doing the same things every day.
Yep.
You get tired.
It's getting away from the idea that you got to do this really big thing. Like everybody wants to start this massive effort and, but it's like, no, you got to do the same boring thing every day. And I love the same boring thing every day, because that's how I get an A. I just play the same record over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
That's it.
And it's locked in. It's
locked in. I mean, why play a different record? I mean, it's
every day.
Every day. I get up every day and I push play. It's so easy. But people looking for variety and they get bored and this, that, and when I think of all of the famous people that have excelled in whatever, they've mastered boredom. Like they've done that by doing the same things every day. You can't become a champion by doing different things. You become a champion by mastering that thing.
Yes.
By mastering that thing. I think of how many strokes Michael Phelps took in the water, how many free throws, there has Michael Jordan shot, how many 3-pointers have Stephen Curry, how many gymnasts, how many flips and whatever. Whatever it is. You think they got bored? Yeah, they probably did. Like, oh, I gotta do it again. How many you think Venus and Serena Williams got bored? They probably did, but that's how they got great.
Yes.
Like same things every day. And people tell me, can you give me some variety? I'm like, oh, you're missing it. Yep. You focus on the wrong thing.
Yep.
You're not gonna be great looking for variety. Like, come on.
Exactly.
You have to be able to stick to something.
Exactly.
And I just understand that I don't feel deprived, because I understand that I can have all those things. I can have cookies, I can have ice cream, but I can also be back having those splitting head migraines. I could also be anemic.
Yes.
I could also be back on my high blood pressure medication. So I can have those things, but with it comes consequences.
Exactly.
I choose not. That I
Oh
choose
my
not,
goodness.
you know?
That's it. That's it. That's it. So that's it. I love when Tanisha said, I can have it. I can have whatever I want. I can have those consequences too.
Exactly.
You know, so that's why it's sweeter on this side. I'm like, come on, it's sweeter on this side because I wake up every day and I feel great. I feel phenomenal. I have even on low sleep, I got energy. Okay.
Right.
Even on low sleep, I can still ride 20, 30 miles. It just doesn't matter because it's just I have enough deposits.
Yeah.
I have enough deposits that will carry me through. Now it's going to eventually catch up if I keep going like that. Okay, I'm go down. I'm tired. But I'm just saying. But on a couple of days of little sleep, I can still perform.
Still get up.
Still get up. Still, and the person none the wiser. Right? Oh no. And I'd be like, oh no. I'd be like, oh no, I slept about 2 hours last night. So that's the difference between a person that's making those healthy deposits and a person that's not.
Yep.
You already not making healthy deposits and you're going to be low sleep. Like people say don't have any energy. I'm like, well, what have you done to get energy? what fuel have you given yourself for energy? None. So I'm not surprised that you have no energy.
That's right.
But if a person doesn't see food as fuel, then they're missing it.
It's so much. It's so
and
much.
I like on Mondays when you have the fruitorial or the vegetorial, you have this list and you tell them, it helps heart, it does this, it does that. And you give us the food that will allow us, to, you say this food, it helps with gut. And you, I mean, you don't give us any room to guess, you let us know. If you do the things I tell you to do, you're gonna have everything is gonna come in line,
That's it.
Because what you say, fat cannot attach itself to a healthy body. And that's what was because I was eating healthy, and I was working out, and it couldn't attach itself.
It just started releasing, let it go.
It could not attach itself.
Wow. Look at that. Miss Annette been listening to her.
I know she listens. I know she listens.
I mean, if you working out, if you eating, you drinking water, I'm like, what it's gonna attach itself to?
What it's gonna attach itself to? It's got to flee. Okay. Man, that's it. It's so simple. We just overcomplicate. People come at me with, I'm like, no, don't come at me with all that. I don't do all that. I ain't counting nothing. I ain't weighing nothing. I'm not doing none of that. Don't come here with that. Somebody asked me just last week, they said, Rochelle, how do you coach the people without figuring out their macros? I said, I don't have to. I said, you don't have to do all that. If you just eat God's food, so we have a ratio that we try to stick to, but if you just eat God's food, like you don't have to do all that.
Right.
You don't. If you have a more plant-based diet anyway. And so here's the deal, right? So just take sugar and sweet. So that's about reversing, right? Preventable chronic illness, right? So see, people confuse. This not the program to come build muscle. This not the program to come to be the bodybuilder. Right. This not the program. You see, this is the program to get healthy. Okay. That's the foundation. Food is the foundation. Let's reverse these chronic illnesses. Then you can build on that, right? If you want to go on and do some other things, but let's get your foundation. You trying to do this, your foundation weak. You got a weak foundation. Let's firm up the foundation first, right? Food is the foundation. Let's firm that up. And then if you want to do some other things, I can help you with that too. That's another program. That's another program.
How you with food is the foundation. That's why bro always say, what are you eating?
What are you eating?
And I'm like, she asked me what I was eating.
Yeah, what are you eating? It's crazy. I've been asking people that for so long, like Cheyenne and the Sugar Ain't Sweet Cheyenne. She knows. She used to do my boot camps on Saturday mornings. We used to have boot camps on Saturday mornings. And we would, look, I'm going to tell you, I've been doing this for so long. So we would come, do 2 rounds. We used to have a circuit, right? And it was basically a hit. We used to do so many seconds. We used to do 40 and 20, 40 seconds at each machine, 20 seconds rest, and you move to the next machine. So I'd have stations set up, you know, in the gym. And so we would normally do like 2 15-minute. That's Nisha this time. Like 2 okay, you supposed to say what you ain't gonna do. That was just supposed to say to
What you ain't gonna do.
So we would have like 2 15-minute circuits, right? And then afterwards, of course, the ladies would be dog tired and we laying around, and then we talk nutrition. And so and I would ask everybody every time, but it was always a mystery of who I was gonna ask. And it was like it never failed because I always let the, you know, God lead me, right? They'd be like, dog it. Now, see, last week I was good. You would ask me. Now this week I ate such and such. Now you ask me what I ate. It would never fail. Cheyenne, Shadana, Stacy, Johanna. Those are all the ones that you know that are all the ones that would do boot camp. Let me see. That's all that you know. That's all that you know.
And I'm glad I know them. I'm glad I know all four. I'm getting to know all of them.
Yeah. Those are all the ones, and then there were more, but all the ones that you. Oh, Joy has come to boot camp. Joy has come to boot camp. Val and Evelyn, they've come to boot camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I know everybody now?
Karen, no, it's still some others. Karen was my first personal training client, my first paid personal training client, Karen Davis.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway. So no, there are others that you don't know. But yeah, it's just cool to see that, you know, I've been doing this thing for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing this thing for a minute, and I've been working with Johanna since 2010. 2010. That's when I used to do the free workouts in the church. You know, I told you that story, how she came, a friend invited her, and she came, friend never came. And then she said she's been with me ever since. And then when I left the church and I went in, she said, "Where you going?" I said, "Well, I'm not doing it free much." She said, "Well, I'm going wherever you go."
Mm-hmm. And she looks great. She looks great.
Yeah, she's amazing. She said, "I'll pay. It doesn't matter. I'm going wherever you go."
Yeah.
So that's it, Miss Annette. I'm excited. I mean, to God be the glory. I tell people, this is all God. This is not. I'm a vessel.
Yeah. This
is all God. He knew this a long time ago when I was a little girl, and you know, and I thought I was going to medical school. He was like, "Nah, that ain't what you're doing. You're gonna help people, but it ain't gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that." And this little girl from Houston, Texas, boy, I tell you.
Thank God for that little girl from Houston, Texas.
But you know what I think? I think we all are vessels, and it's like, it's so interesting to me how we have these big dreams and these big goals. We want God to do all this stuff for us, but we don't take care of this main blessing that He gave us. This main blessing right here that He gave us. We'll take care of it, but we want Him to do all these other things for us, and He's just waiting on us to see that we all are vessels.
Yeah.
You know?
We all have a purpose, you know, a spiritual gift, you know, mine, you know, so when we were, I'm going to say this and we're going to wrap it up. This was years ago, probably over 20 years ago, our church did this program called, and I just lost it, but it was a program to help you find your spiritual gift. I just lost the name of it just that fast, but mine was the gift of administration, right? But when you look up that, so I'm thinking administration like admin stuff, but it also talks about leadership. It talks about coaching. It talks about, you know, and I'm like, okay, that is me, right? Mm-hmm. And so, but someone said I had the gift of encouragement, right?
Yes, you do.
I said, health motivator.
Mm-hmm.
The gift of encouragement. So I received that, you know. That's a gift.
It is.
You know, someone said, they said, "Ro, you and ET, the only two people I know, you can fuss them out. You fuss people out real good and they still love you."
Well, you know, I was about to say that, you know, in the Bible said, who the Lord loved, He chastised. Yeah. And you know something? That is so true about you, Coach, because, you know, even though you chastise us, you do it in love. You know, we won't get off and say, oh, I'm not coming back next Wednesday. She told me, you know, hey, I can't do this. I can't do that. Hey, I'm grown. Yeah, I'm grown, but still, you know, you should be able to be chastised, you know, and you do it in love, you know, and it's so funny when you do it too.
And I think they're laughing at me.
I think that decision to accept the correction, though,
yes,
that's where the game changing happens.
Yes.
Because, like, for me, I felt like Ro questioned me. I Miss Annette, I had an attitude for real because she asked, she wasn't even talking to me. She was talking to other people, but it felt like it was me. You know, felt like it was just me, but she was talking to everybody. And I was like, did she just ask me what I mean? And I said, I'm doing 8 miles. Like, you know, but I could have, you know, just imagine how different this story would be if I got an attitude and said, I ain't fooling with that, Rochelle, who got the nerve, you know, to ask me blah, 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 blah. But it didn't leave my spirit when she asked me.
Yeah.
I heard it over and over and over again. And then I realized you got an attitude because you know you be eating them Oreos every night. You know,
but
you
it just goes to show you
how do she
your
know?
growth. Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's where we grow the most, where we accept that correction.
Yes.
And we get better instead of getting angry.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Miss Annette, we sure appreciate you. We know you ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere either.
Bright and early in the morning.
Look, I'm gonna call it. We look forward to seeing you. Oh, that's right. We got it in the morning. Free workout with Coach Ro. Hey guys, if you are looking to see how Miss Annette got started, you see the link scrolling on the bottom. That's the link to the fruit and veggie challenge, which is on my website. That's how she started, just doing the 7-day fruit and veggie challenge. 7 days to change your life. And here she is 7 months later, 35 pounds down, looking fabulous, getting the dresses that she hadn't worn in 13 years. And got rid of all her medications, you know, no more migraine headaches, don't have to slide out the bed, got energy through the roof. Come on, then invested in a stationary bike, riding a stationary bike now. Come on, can do planks now and push up holes and mountain climbers, all these things she couldn't do before, and now she's doing them. And so, Miss Annette, I applaud you. I love you with the love of the Lord. You stuck with me too, okay? And I look forward to seeing you in September in Atlanta, as my mother would say, so I can hug your neck, right?
Amen.
Yeah, and we can take pictures together, and so you can have some real pictures, not the ones I sent you. Real pictures, me and you hanging up on the wall.
Yep, I'll be there. I will be there.
Yeah, the whole squad gonna be there. Miss Annette, so you get to see everybody. Yeah. Everybody, mostly everybody that you see on Mindset Movement. Mostly everybody. So this is good. You have anything you want to say, Miss Annette, before I close it out?
I just enjoy everyone. I love you, Tanisha. I love you, Coach. And I just love everyone in the Mindset Maintenance. I just enjoy, you know, getting on and just, you know, telling everybody I love them. And it's so, I just love everything about this. Words cannot explain, like how they said, if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't say how much I love this. That's how much I love it.
Amen. You got anything, Tucker?
Nope. I just say, you know, thank you, Miss Annette, for being a living, walking, breathing example. I believe is what we're called to do. You model execution, consistency, loyalty, all of these amazing attributes. So I just want to thank you for being a living, breathing example for us.
Thank you.
That's it, guys. That is it. Take a screenshot of that link. Join the Fruit and Veggie Challenge. We do it. You can do it anytime that you want. We do it as a corporate body the first 7 days of the month, but you can do it whenever. But go ahead, click that and be ready for next month. Okay. It's a jump start, right, to change your life forever. That's what I say it is. So the Fruit and Veggie Challenge, have access to our private Facebook community where all the like-minded individuals in there trying to achieve optimal health. And I'm walking alongside each and every one of them. Okay. So that is it. We are done. All right. Hey, I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. And guess what? Whether you like it or not, I do not care. Okay. I can, I will, and I must continue to walk alongside you and help you to achieve optimal health. We out. Peace. Hey guys, before you go, I just want to let you know I am hosting a 7-day fruit and vegetable challenge on the first of the month. Guys, I do it every month. I've done it for the last 2 years. You say, right, why do I need that? Well, let me tell you what can happen in 7 days. In just 7 days, you can rid your body of the addiction to sugar, the addiction to salt. You can get rid of inflammation in the body. Guys, you can get mental clarity. You can sleep better. So many great things can happen in just 7 days. So don't delay any longer. Go ahead and click the link below and go ahead and sign up. We're getting started on the 1st, okay? I'll see you on the 1st. Let's go.